As we get closer to the launch day for the Google Pixel 8 series launch in mid-October, more and more specifications are leaving the Google R and more specifications are reaching the public. Just in the recent past few days and weeks, we have released Google Tensor 3 CPU processor details, camera sensor details, among other sensitive information of the next Google flagship device. Thanks to our source inside Google, we've gained a lot of insight into the display specs and features of the upcoming Google Pixel 8 series. The display specs of the next generation Pixel devices will see drastic changes. Google has frequently used older generation panels in their flagship devices, presumably to save some money to position their offerings more aggressively to the end consumer. The downside is that its last flagship, the Pixel 7 Pro, while well calibrated, was just not bright enough in some scenarios. This year that all changes. Google is making all the necessary changes moving forward to supplying the end consumer with the very best device display possible. Regardless of your opinion on the subject, Google's Pixel series offers two distinct display sizes, a smaller flat display one on the non-Pro model and a larger curved one on the Pro models. With the Pixel 8 series, Google is tweaking the formula a bit. Firstly, the regular Pixel 8 is moving to a smaller display, a 6.17-inch instead of the 6.3-inch on previous models. The Pixel 8 Pro, on the other hand, retains the same 6.7-inch size, but the panel is now flat. That's right, the bigger Pro model will have a flat display. Good news for the many people that like to use glass screen protectors on their phone. Google has also fine-tuned the rounded corners of both models, more than doubling the corner radius in both devices. In other words, the displays are slightly less square than before and a little more rounded in the corners. Google has always used old displays for Pixels, and it's no different this time around. This Pixel generation also changes the resolution of the Pro phone for the first time since the Pixel 6 series. Google has opted for a slightly smaller 2992 by 1344 resolution for the Pixel 8 Pro instead of the old 3120 by 1440 standard, giving it a pixel per square inch PPI density of 490, down from 512. The resolution of the Pixel 8 remains unchanged, which combined with the smaller display means its PPI is slightly higher. 427 instead of 417. The brightness of both of the phones has also been substantially improved, at least according to the values declared in code. The Pixel 8 can supposedly achieve up to 1400 nits peak brightness in HDR content, up from 1000 nits on the Pixel 7. The Pixel 8 Pro has also been upgraded and can now display up to 1600 nits in HDR, up from 1000 nits on the 7 Pro. The Pixel 7 series made a significant adjustment in screen refresh rate. The Pixel 7a now has a 90 Hz panel to match the Pixel 7.
This was an interesting move.
What was previously the prime reason to pay more for the base phone over the Pixel, a series unit, was now gone. Google will re-widen that gap between the Pixel 7a and the Pixel 8 series, as the regular Pixel 8 now gets a 120 Hz display. The Pixel 8 Pro also has a notable upgrade of its own, a more variable refresh rate. My source's information on the topic was limited. Still, it appears that the Pixel 8 Pro will be able to more smoothly change the refresh rate between 60 and 120 Hz. Unlike the previous generations, which could only use a few predefined rates between 60 and 120 Hz. The Pixel 8 Pro display could match a game's higher frame rates, completely removing tearing, similar to AMD FreeSync or Qualcomm Q-Sync. Also, the new display's lock screen will go down to as low as 5 Hz, saving power when the screen is not actively refreshing content. That's everything there is to know about the display on the Pixel 8 series. It appears that Google's upping its game to compete with the very best in yet another aspect. So far, all the Pixel 8 leaks suggests the phone will be a huge improvement over last year's Pixel 7 and follows the leaks from earlier in the year that Google is making a smaller flagship, both with similar spec chip, and a larger flagship, both with similar specs. Please subscribe to the channel for all the latest and breaking technology news. Thank you for watching.